Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 8th. Before I go on with things, I just wanted to acknowledge the sad passing of Jimmy Seals of Seals and Croft. I heard about it yesterday, but I didn't mention it in my video yesterday because I hadn't seen what I considered real confirmation of it. And there's so many times out here on social media where people's deaths are acknowledged when they're alive, and you don't want to be passing on wrong information that can be really upsetting to people. But it turned out that it's true. I've told it once before, but I remember back in the late '60s, I was playing at a place called the Golden Bear down in Huntington Beach, California. I was playing with the old blues guy Jimmy Reed when I was doing the Chitlin circuit with all those artists, Jimmy Reed and Magic Sam and Harmonica George Smith and Big Mama Thornton and Albert Collins and just tons of them. It was a really fabulous time in my life working with all those people. But when we played that gig at the end of the evening, these two guys that were in the audience asked if they could come up and play a couple of tunes. And whoever was running the club said, yeah, I mean, we're kind of done. It's the evening's over. And they went up and unpacked and started singing. And it was Seals and Croft before they were Seals and Croft. And at that time, they were just performing like Irish minstrel music. And it was breathtaking. We just sat there, all of the people in the place just kind of going, holy crap, check these guys. I mean, such unique voices, the blend. I mean, it was one of the most unique blends to me since the Everly Brothers when I heard those two guys sing together. So it was really sad to see the news that Jimmy had passed. And I felt a slight connection having worked with England Dan and John Ford Coley on several projects, and there was family connection there with them. But it just they're disappearing. It's really heartbreaking every time I open up any kind of a social media page, and they're becoming more like obituary pages. But it's the process of life, and so we go on. I've got the tree guys are just finishing up. I think the oaks look much happier and healthier for this. They've been neglected a long time. And finally, with all the sprinkler systems properly working and stuff, they should be pretty happy. Got the clubhouse today. For all you clubhouse members, I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen you all in quite a while, and I'm going to tell a bunch of stories about the trip to France on that. And then after the clubhouse is over, at 6 p.m., I'm a guest on the Jim Masters show. And that comes on at 6 p.m. and he's all over social media. So it should be easy to find him. Just pull up Jim Masters show. And we'll see what happens. We have no plans or anything like that. We're just going to go for it and see how it turns out. But I wanted to put in a quick piece of music today before I've got a couple of things to take care of before the clubhouse. And this was an album project that I got called to play on one of the tracks on, and it was for the Linda McCartney Trust. And it's an album called Stay Tuned, and it was done by Bernhard Welz. And the cast of people that he brought together for this is really an amazing bunch of people. Let me get where I can actually see. People like Roger Glover from Deep Purple, Steve Morse, Mark King from Level 42, Bob Daisley, the Jeff Scott Soto, Dan McCafferty, Susie Quattro, Ian Pace, Steve Hackett, John Lord, Ian Gillan, Don Airy, John McLaughlin. Just tons and tons and tons of people contributed to this project. And the track that I worked on was called Fading Away. And as I recall, I think I did this track at the Warwick Base Camp in Germany. And Steve Bailey engineered me. He always had his recording equipment with him. And Bernhard had contacted me to see if I could play and contribute to this album. And I said, yeah, I'd love to. And so Steve and I just hunkered down in a room, and I put bass on this track. But it's Neil Taylor and Kaintner Doka on guitar, Ernesto Gezzi on piano, myself on bass, Bernhard on drums and string arrangements on this, and background vocals. And the background vocalists on this are H. McRobbie, Christina Lux, Dan McCafferty, and Mark King from Level 42. It was just a neat thing. We did this in 2016. And I love getting calls to work on these different fundraisers and trusts, and knowing that all of our music is really going to really good causes, and Linda McCartney's trust is a wonderful cause. So here, let me play this for you here real quick, and then talk a little bit more.
You're wonderful. Bless you. Thank you. We've come to the end of the evening, but there's something that I have to play for you before we go.
There's a light in the sky, over the rainbow in the dark. You fly so high, like the stars in the night. Time just goes by, like summer to fall, the falling leaves. Everyone cries for the whole left behind. Music makes us smile, forgetting for a while the tears, the pain, but not at all the memories. Just fade away, follow the route to promised land. Memories stay forever all time. All time.
So this was the Linda McCartney Trust on this. This was a fighting cancer aspect of the trust. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Stay Tuned is the passion project of Austrian multi-instrumentalist Bernhard Welz. Not unlike other musicians, Welz often gathers his musical friends around to play and sing along with songs he wrote, produced, and arranged. The difference between him and others, however, is that his friends include some of the greatest rock and roll legends of our time. Among the many fantastic others included are Deep Purple's John Lord, Ian Pace, Ian Gillan, Don Airey, Roger Glover, Steve Morse, Mark King of Level 42, Steve Lukather of Toto, Steve Hackett from Genesis, Susie Quattro, Dan McCafferty of Nazareth, Jeff Scott Soto, Tony Martin from Black Sabbath, Rainbow's Bob Daisley, Steve Lee, and Mark Lynn of Gotthard. And it goes on with all these different people that were involved in this project. Every track has different groups together on it. And I was real proud to be a part of this. It's always really great. So Stay Tuned is going to be released as CD and digital November 30th of 2018, and Ear Music. All proceeds go to the Linda McCartney Fundraising Center, a charity very dear to the founder of Stay Tuned. So that's that for today. That song was called Fading Away. It's the second track on this album. I am looking forward to our clubhouse today. It's been a while now, and a lot of catching up to do, see what everybody's been up to. And this Saturday is our one-on-one hang on Skype and FaceTime. I've been really having fun doing a bunch of Father's Day cameos. I just did one just before doing this video. And it's really a kick just to give shout outs to dads from their families and stuff. And, just some of them say, oh, give them a bunch of shit, all in good humor and stuff. We try to make it a lot of fun though. So that's been good. And I'm going to get running and take care of things now. And I will be back tomorrow, but I will see our clubhouse members this afternoon. And again, the Jim Masters show at 6 p.m. West Coast time. And that's live, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but there'll be, it's always an adventure when you step into these things and you kind of go, let's go for it, whatever. But I've missed you all for this past couple of weeks, and I'm glad to be back. And then this evening, I'm back in Lyle land, learning more and more songs. It was fun yesterday loading my road trunk with all of my gear for the tour. I think it's going to be picked up tomorrow and shipped off to Tucson, where we're starting the tour. But it's good to be back in the saddle. And there's a bunch of really great stuff coming up for the immediate family later in the year. We've got all kinds of stuff going on that's going to really make the end of the year exciting for us. So I'm done for now. So I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, take good care. Bye-bye.